When you're talking to a woman who seems amazing, but her interest just isn't there, it can feel confusing. You try being kind, you give attention, you put in effort. Yet somehow, the more you try, the more distance you feel. What most men don't realize is simple. You're not doing the wrong things, you're just doing the right things at the wrong time. Attraction does not grow in a logical way, it follows emotion, not reason. And that changes everything. In this video, you're going to learn 7 psychological triggers that build real desire. These are not tricks, they are patterns. And the final one is very powerful. Almost no one uses it correctly, yet it can shift everything faster than you expect. Before we continue, understand this clearly. This is not your fault. No one teaches this growing up. School does not explain it. Society does not explain it either. Most men think attraction works through logic, but it does not.
While you try to show you are a good partner, her mind is looking for completely different signals without you even knowing it. Research shows that attraction often comes from mental shortcuts. The brain responds to certain patterns automatically. Once you understand these patterns, you stop chasing. You stop forcing outcomes. You naturally become more attractive without trying too hard. That is when things begin to change. Not because you worked harder, but because you understood the process. The first trigger is masculine presence. This is not about looks or muscles, it is about energy. How you carry yourself matters. Do you enter a space with calm confidence or quiet hesitation? Women notice this quickly. A man who moves slowly, stays relaxed, and does not seek approval, communicates value without speaking. That kind of presence stands out immediately. Imagine you are at a social place. Instead of feeling nervous, you stay calm. Your posture is steady, your breathing is slow. You observe instead of reacting. That simple shift changes everything. She begins to notice you, not because you tried harder, but because you became more centered. That grounded energy creates attraction naturally without effort. The second trigger is emotional challenge. Many men agree with everything a woman says. They try to avoid tension, but a small amount of tension creates attraction. It adds spark. When you playfully disagree or tease lightly, you create contrast, and contrast builds interest. Attraction grows when there is a mix of agreement and challenge. For example, if she says she loves waking up early, you can smile and respond playfully. Something light, something fun. This shows confidence. It shows you are comfortable expressing yourself. You are not trying to impress. You are simply engaging. That difference matters. It makes the interaction feel alive instead of predictable. The third trigger is selective attention. This is where many men lose control. They give too much too soon, always available, always replying fast, canceling plans. This signals low value. A man with purpose has other things going on. He has goals, interests, and a life outside of one person. That balance makes him more attractive. When your time has value, people feel it. You are present, but not always available. This creates curiosity. She begins to wonder about you. She starts thinking about you even when you are not there. This is not about playing games. It is about having a full life that naturally creates interest and attraction over time. The fourth trigger is intentional listening, not just hearing words, but remembering details. When you bring up something she mentioned earlier, it shows attention, it shows care. This creates emotional connection. People want to feel seen and understood. When you do this naturally, it makes you stand out without trying too hard. For example, if she mentions something she likes and you remember it later, it creates impact. It shows presence. It shows you were truly listening. This builds trust, and trust leads to deeper attraction. Simple actions like this often matter more than big gestures or constant compliments. The fifth trigger is balanced vulnerability. Many men think they must appear perfect, but real connection comes from honesty. When you share something real without weakness or overthinking, it makes you relatable. It shows confidence in who you are. You are not hiding. You are comfortable being yourself. This creates trust, and trust opens emotional connection. When a woman feels safe around you, attraction can grow. Strength is not about being perfect. It is about being real while staying grounded. That balance is powerful. It makes you feel human, not distant. The sixth trigger is gradual physical touch. Small natural contact creates connection. A light touch during a laugh. A gentle moment while walking, these actions release bonding feelings. They create comfort, but it must be natural, never forced. Timing matters. When done right, it builds a positive emotional link. Her mind starts associating your presence with warmth and ease. That feeling grows over time. It is not about rushing. It is about creating comfort step by step. This builds a stronger connection than words alone ever could. The final trigger is controlled unpredictability. The mind is drawn to mystery. When everything is predictable, interest fades. But when there is a mix of warmth and distance, attention grows. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you wait. This creates curiosity, and curiosity keeps her thinking about you. Now you have real tools, not tricks. Use them with awareness. You do not need to be perfect. You need to understand attraction is not forced. It is built through the right signals at the right time, and now you know how it works.